Once upon a time, in a bustling city nestled between rolling hills and tranquil rivers, there lived a young man named Samir. Samir was known for his gentle nature and warm heart, always ready to lend a helping hand to those in need. One fateful day, as Samir was returning home from the market, he encountered a group of unruly individuals causing trouble in the neighborhood. Among them was a particularly aggressive man named Raj. Raj had a reputation for picking fights and instigating conflicts. As fate would have it, Raj took an immediate disliking to Samir and started hurling insults at him. "Hey, you there! You think you're better than us, huh?" Raj shouted, his voice dripping with hostility. Samir, taken aback but remaining composed, simply smiled and tried to walk away. But Raj wasn't done. He shoved Samir forcefully, causing him to stumble. "He abused me," thought Samir, feeling the sting of humiliation. But he continued on his way without retaliating. Days passed, and Raj's hostility towards Samir only intensified. One evening, unable to contain his rage, Raj and his companions cornered Samir in a dark alley. "You think you can ignore me?" Raj spat, raising his fist threateningly. In that tense moment, Samir remembered the teachings he had heard from an old monk in the nearby monastery. "Hatred is never appeased by hatred," the monk had said. "It is appeased by love alone." Taking a deep breath, Samir looked into Raj's eyes with compassion. "I'm sorry if I've offended you," Samir said calmly. "Let's resolve this peacefully." Raj, taken aback by Samir's unexpected response, paused for a moment. His anger began to waver as he saw genuine kindness in Samir's demeanor. Slowly, the tension dissolved, and Raj lowered his fist. In the following days, Samir approached Raj with small acts of kindness, sharing a meal, offering a helping hand when needed, and listening without judgment. Gradually, Raj's hardened heart softened. He began to see Samir not as an enemy, but as a friend. One sunny afternoon, Raj sought out Samir, his expression different, softer, more open. "I'm sorry for how I treated you," Raj admitted, his voice sincere. "Thank you for showing me a different way." From that day on, Raj and Samir became unlikely friends, and the neighborhood witnessed a remarkable transformation. The once hostile atmosphere gave way to camaraderie and understanding. In the end, Samir's unwavering commitment to compassion and forgiveness proved the timeless truth of the ancient law. Hatreds are never appeased by hatred. They are appeased by love alone. And so, in a world where conflicts abound and tempers flare, the story of Samir and Raj serves as a poignant reminder that true peace begins not with retaliation or bitterness, but with a heart willing to embrace love and understanding, even in the face of adversity.
The moral underpinning of the story is derived from a collection of teachings attributed to the Buddha from the Dhammapada. The verse is often translated as, "He abused me, he beat me, he defeated me, he robbed me." In those who harbor such thoughts, hatred will never cease. This verse emphasizes the destructive nature of harboring resentful thoughts and holding on to feelings of victimization and anger. According to Buddhist teachings, dwelling on past wrongs and injustices only perpetuates suffering and prevents the cultivation of peace and understanding. Instead, the Buddha teaches the importance of letting go of grudges and practicing forgiveness to attain true inner peace and freedom from hatred. The main takeaway points from the story align with teachings from the Dhammapada, specifically drawing from verses that emphasize the importance of cultivating compassion, forgiveness, and the cessation of hatred. Here are the key points and the corresponding teachings from the Dhammapada. Non-harboring of resentful thoughts. Samir's ability to refrain from harboring thoughts of resentment and retaliation despite being mistreated reflects the teaching from the Dhammapada verse 3. He abused me, he beat me, he defeated me, he robbed me. In those who harbor such thoughts, hatred will never cease. Cessation of hatred through non-hatred. Samir's approach of responding to hostility with calmness and kindness aligns with the teaching from Dhammapada, verse 5. In those who do not harbor such thoughts, hatred will cease. Resolution through love and compassion. The transformation of Raj's attitude towards Samir from hostility to friendship underscores the teaching from Dhammapada. Verse 5. In this world, hatreds are never appeased by hatred. They are appeased by love alone. Practice of ancient law. The story exemplifies the application of the ancient law of non-hatred and love, as stated in Dhammapada verse 5. This is the ancient law. These teachings emphasize the importance of letting go of negative emotions, responding to hostility with kindness, and fostering understanding and compassion as a means to resolve conflicts and achieve true peace of mind. The story of Samir and Raj beautifully illustrates these timeless principles from the Dhammapada. It can be difficult sometimes to try and translate these scenarios into modern world applications. Here are a few example scenarios to help you get started. See if you can find any other scenarios in your day-to-day life where you could have implemented these teachings and challenge yourself to consider how to approach these situations when you next encounter them. Non-harboring of resentful thoughts. Modern situation. You encounter a rude and impatient co-worker who often criticizes your work. Application. Instead of harboring resentment and feeling angry towards your co-worker, practice letting go of negative thoughts. Understand that their behavior may be influenced by various factors, and choose not to take it personally. Cessation of hatred through non-hatred. Modern situation. You have a disagreement with a close friend or family member that escalates into an argument. Application. Rather than responding with further hostility or anger, take a step back and respond calmly and empathetically. Try to understand the other person's perspective and communicate with kindness and openness. Resolution through love and compassion. Modern situation. You witness someone being verbally attacked or bullied in a public setting. Application. Intervene with compassion and empathy instead of joining in or ignoring the situation. Offer support to the person being mistreated and address the aggressor with firmness but without hostility, aiming to diffuse the tension with understanding and kindness. Practice of ancient law. Modern situation. You experience road rage due to another driver's aggressive behavior on the road. Application. Instead of reacting angrily or seeking retaliation, practice patience and forgiveness. Recognize that responding with hatred or aggression will only escalate the situation, and choose to respond with calmness and consideration for everyone's safety. In each of these modern life situations, applying the teachings from the Buddha can lead to more harmonious relationships, better emotional resilience, and a deeper sense of inner peace. By cultivating non-hatred, compassion, and forgiveness, individuals can contribute positively to their own well-being and the well-being of those around them, fostering a more compassionate and understanding society. I hope you found this story enlightening and insightful. Please share your reflections in the comments section below. Before you go, please don't forget to like this video and subscribe to our channel for more content to guide you through your journey to self-improvement and mental well-being. Thank you for watching.